So I am making a video to explain why I may not be doing that many more reports on my consumption of chemicals. Now, in this last month and a half, I have been drug-free, including cigarettes and alcohol, and I intend to stay drug-free and have a large sober period, or possibly an entire sober period. Realistically, probably not an entire sober period, but I want to have a large sober period. I've taken quite a lot of different drugs in my life, and they don't really give me anything anymore. I don't get any addiction to them as such, but I did use them a bit as a curb sometimes. And I'm kind of over them. They're kind of just boring to me now. I'd like to live a healthier lifestyle with less drugs and just see what it's like being sober for a while. I mean, I've done this before, but I want to do it properly this time. But again, as I say, it's probably not forever, probably for a while. So I won't be doing like 500 more experience and trip reports. I do, however, have more experience reports to do, and I shall probably do a few more experience reports because, you know, I've done a lot of drugs. It's just that when you've done a few drugs, you know, you do a few experience reports and that's it. When you've done a lot, it's more a thing that you've done so many that you can't remember what you were on and when you were on it. Well, you can remember what you were on, but you can't remember when you were on it and how it was significantly different to other drugs, such as... So I've had 2CP and MXE and stuff like that. But it's hard to remember really how it significantly varied or remember all these experiences entirely, just because I've had so many different drug experiences. It's not just remembering which drugs I was on, it was remembering the specifics of them. I could tell you that, for example, I took a load of MXE and went a bit mental. But that's nothing. It's pretty fucking meaningless, really. It's more meaningful for me to tell you, give you a complete overhaul of the experience. Otherwise, there's no damn point in me talking about it, really. Also in this video, I'm going to say why it's good to have, for me, why it's good to have break periods and why it could be good to stop doing drugs. So, for reasons of mental health, it could be good to stop having, say, psychedelics or stimulants or depressants of any kind of recreational drugs, if you're going through any kind of mental difficulties, anxieties or paranoias, which is a thing with me. Sometimes it can be good to stop doing drugs for a small or large period for physical health reasons, like, for example, I can't imagine it being that physically healthy for you to do methamphetamine for 7 weeks solid. I think that would be pretty fucking bad for your body. Pretty bad for your damn heart as well. Also, I think it's good to mentally stop doing a repetitive behaviour. Mentally have a big change, I guess. For me, I've had some small minor addiction to drugs, which I don't like to admit to. I like to think that I was completely in control of my drug intake, but that's not necessarily true. Sometimes I did them because I felt like I needed to, and most of the time I did them for fun or because there was nothing else to do. But a lot of the time, not a lot of time, some of the time I have taken them because I felt like I needed them. GBL being a recent example of that. Cocaine being a small example of that. Caffeine as well, I found to be much more addictive than cocaine. Not sure why, but that's just my personal physiology, I guess. Essentially, yeah, you can clear your brain out a bit. Not doing drugs, it resets more maybe natural or more typical sort of chemical balances in the brain as well. And it's good to see what it's like living sober for a while as well, I think. It's not just the thing of doing it because you need to. Sometimes it's good to just do and just relax with, just know that it's okay to do that as well. I mean, I actually get quite a lot of pressure from people because they know I've done a lot of drugs. It's like, well, I can look to you for drug advice and to do drugs with. But a lot of the time it's like, you could, but I'm not interested. I mean, it's not even a thing of I'm saying no because I'm afraid to do it, or it's a big deal to me. It's actually a thing of like, I'm just bored of these things. Like, you can take drugs if you want. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you my experiences, but I have no interest in doing it again as such. So yeah, I'm going to take a break from doing drugs for a while and just see how it goes. There'll be probably another 5 to 10, maybe even 20 more experience / trip reports to come, but the progress on them will be slow compared to a lot of other videos I'm doing. But yeah, essentially I've quit drugs, and I don't know, I didn't feel too good for the first 3 days to 2 weeks. I felt really monumentally stressed. Like, coming off of GBL and a few other things really fucked with me for about a week or two. After that, I was kind of in a period of not so sure for about a week, and then after a month, I feel quite clean, and now after a month and a half, I'm starting to feel like normal chemical balances, joy that I used to feel from not taking drugs. I can feel like I've taken too many in the past, just from the fact it's been a month and a half, and still things just don't feel very intense, don't feel very real to me. But I might have underlying mental health issues that need to be addressed as well, and think I do. But anyways, I've quit taking drugs, and I'm enjoying it. If anyone's in a situation and wants to quit drugs, you've got my support. If you want to take drugs and you don't feel like you're addicted to anything that's harming you, you've got my support. But I don't, it's not my decision what you do with your life. So don't take that as I've got to do this because someone's told me that. But yeah, basically I just want to know if anyone else is quitting drugs at this time, how they feel about drugs in general, and just talking about why I won't be doing, another 50 to 100 research chem experience reports. Now, if I go back onto the drugs in a hard way, I'll probably do between 50 to 100 new chemicals in a year or so. So you can expect a lot of reports if I go back onto chems, basically. I'm trying to think, there's stuff like 4-HOMET that I haven't really talked about. I'm not sure if I've done 4-ACO-DMT, or if I've done 4-HOME-MIPTEVA, 2CP. There's a few things that I haven't done yet, that I haven't put reports on. But anyways, I'll get to that. But for now, I'm just enjoying breaking up from drugs and talking about other things. So enjoy. If you don't like non-drug videos or the videos I put up, you don't have to watch them, but yeah, thanks for watching my drug experience reports. I'll still probably talk about drugs from time to time anyway. I'm thinking about doing some stuff about the legalization of drugs. So yeah, enjoy, and thanks for watching this video.